it's Julia. I'm working on another sweatshirt, just transformation. Just going to do some applique on it. I have a comfort color, and this is the color blue jeans, which is a little bit lighter color than the navy. Doing some deconstruction first. I'm going to cut this band off, and I'm cutting it right above that seam. I'm going to do the same to the cuffs, cutting it right above the seam. And now I'm back to the waistband and I'm cutting off that seam. I'm going to use that for the drawstring. I'm going to draw a line about an inch underneath the armpit. I'm using my heat erase pen. This is a Friction by Pilot. Putting some pins in just to keep the two layers together while I cut this. I'm going to reverse the top, so the top is going to have the fuzzy side, and I'm cutting that label off, and I'll re-sew that label onto the back side. I'm just going to put a pin there for now. My first stitch or first seam is going to be to sew these back together, and I do want that seam to show on the outside. And so I am pinning it so the wrong sides are together. And I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to get that stitched. Matching my seams on the side seams. And stuffing this all in. I have that all stitched now. I'm going to be using the USA. This is going to be a Patriotic Americana sweatshirt. I'll be selling it at my summer shop. I do have these letters that I I printed off. I use the Canva website and I just use like a bubble font, get them the size I want and print them off. I have this on cardstock so they're a little bit sturdier. And I did use my Friction pan again to get that on, just in case I need to iron that off. And I'm back to my sewing machine and I'm just stitching these. I'm just using my straight stitch here and stitching these. I don't need them stitched on the front as much as I want to be able to see the placement on the back side. So I have my three colors there, the red, white, and blue, and I turn my sweatshirt inside out. And now I can see where I need to place that, which is for my stitching. You can't see it. It's kind of pretty much hidden, but I can see where I need those to be placed. Cut this red a little bit short or a little bit narrow, but I did manage to get it on there to cover my stitching. And now I'm going to glue these into place. And I just use a white school glue for this. If you happen to get too much and it shows on the backs, on the front side, what's wonderful about this glue is it'll wash out. So if you do happen to make a mistake and get too much glue on, you can just wash it out. And after I get this all glued down, before I take it to my sewing machine, which is going to be the next thing I show, I did take it to my iron and I ironed these just to get that glue to dry really quick. Now back to my sewing machine, and I put my free motion foot on and I drop my feed dogs. I find it so much easier to do this outlining so I don't have to do so much turning, especially with that fabric underneath. Sometimes it gets bunched up. I just don't want to have to turn it. And so that's one thing wonderful about free motion stitching is it goes forwards, backwards. I don't have to constantly turn and lift my presser foot and turn it. So I'm just outlining these, and I outlined it a couple times, and it's not perfect. I did get off, and it's fine. You don't really even see a lot of the stitching, especially after this project is washed a couple times. So my feed dogs are dropped, and I'm doing all the moving on this, and this is a free motion foot or a quilter's foot. I'm using just a gray thread on the top and the bobbin. I'm using my really sharp scissors. This is my Karen Buckley scissors. I'm making sure I'm not cutting through both layers. I just want to get that sweatshirt, so I'm working on it there just to make sure I'm just getting that top part cut out, cutting close to the stitches, but not cutting through. These scissors are wonderful. They are sharp. They have a point on it. They're also wonderful if you're cutting appliques because they have a serrated edge to them, so it does prevent fraying. Not necessary for this project, but they are wonderful for cutting appliques. Again, just got that top layer and cutting close to my stitches. Love it. I love how it turned out. Want to do one more thing, and this is a piece of the red, and I do have the Heat and Bond light on the back side of this. This piece is cut 1 inch by 2 inches, and I'm just centering that on the bottom front, and I'm pressing that onto the inside of that. This is going to be where my casement for my drawstring. Drawing a couple dots there, and then I'm using my Big Bite punch. This is by Memory Craft, just punching those. This is just the way that you could also put grommets. This is just a very organic, easy way to add holes for the drawstring. I've already hemmed this, and I didn't turn it under. I just hemmed it to eliminate the bulks. I just straight stitched it. So it is a raw edge, but I'm going to cover this on the front side. I like doing this, and then you can roll the sleeve up as much as you want, or you can just have it just rolled up a small amount at the bottom. Just pressing this. This red also has that Heat and Bond light on the back of it. So just covering my stitch line, and I'll be taking this to the sewing machine, and I will be stitching this on. Really love the look of this. It just adds some pop at the cuff. Have my free motion foot on again. Feed dogs are dropped. Still working with that gray thread and just outlining this close to the edge, and I go over it a couple different times. And then I'm going to drop down and go around and around and around these holes. That'll secure those holes, so then I can just insert my drawstring. Taking my free motion foot off, putting my regular foot on, and then I will be engaging my feed dogs. So my feed dogs will be up now. And I'm just going to use a applique stitch. It's almost like a blanket stitch to hem this. Just turn that up. I don't even measure it. I just kind of eyeball it as I go. And I'm coming to that drawstring holes there. Just continuing on, and you'll see right now what it looks like. Just a nice little blanket stitch. And now I'm onto that fabric that I put at the bottom of the sleeves, and I'm just straight stitching this on. It'll fray a little bit, but the whole thing has got some raw edges to it. You can turn it up there as much as you want. I have some pictures at the end, everybody, but first it's this drawstring. I'm using my Bodkin and just inserting that. I had to work on this a little bit, but I got it through there. You'll see what the whole look. I love this drawstring at the bottom. It doesn't have to bunch up much, but it just adds a lot. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a chance to create this week. Bye for now.